I'm about to be killed for science. Okay, fire away. Whoa! Wow. That was a little unexpected. I gotta see this thing. That was weird. Yeah, it exploded everywhere. Can I see that sword? Durium rapier. Black beheading sharpness. Blur blur. Stuff junk. 19.5 hearts. Okay, now where am I supposed to? It sure does. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? 19.5 hearts, straight to me, through my armor. I may have to make one of those. Been running, what, this guy here for a while? It's fun. This guy, mostly because I'd never actually built a battle axe before. Tinkers has had a few, well, in the previous edition of Tinkers, had a bunch of fun stuff. I know it's currently being upgraded for 1.9? 1 point... whatever. It's got an update coming that won't get to play for a while until there's enough pack out for it. The Tractor Factory has about all the embellishments I can cram onto it. Fly. Got the stacks in the coke oven. Actually finished all the brickwork around it. A couple of lean-tos at the back just for storing extra junk. Heavy engineering block, a couple of these guys, an empty drum. Thankfully the fence doesn't connect to motors. I need something else here, but I don't know what. Right now it's just a couple of crates. This is, here we are. Look, just one of those nice connect texture blocks. They look kind of big. I like the way it looks like it's like a big steel crate. It has been forgotten back here. Still, gotta find something to do here. I kind of want to do like a port, like a ship port. Still, I'm getting cluttered again because somebody isn't doing their job on filling the place with applied energistic stuff. What else? The slight cleanup here. OHS hasn't been by in a while. Thankfully, they haven't seen that. I figured out how to add a crane to the center. I kind of originally wanted to go with like a big pot of molten metal, but then I realized I didn't make the building big enough to do that. Like this would have to be a really towering building to do ore processing in, and have like that big crucible, you know, they're dumping metal and stuff. So the next best thing I thought of was just an overhead crane. Some, that's hemp cable. It's a little easier to tell from steel cable, the connectors and stuff. That's a cover. I really like the way these silly things work. They're, well, that's two different pillars, like one sideways, one up and down. And these, the warning signs for chisel, once you knock them down to this, I think the idea is that this is supposed to be like a transparent. It's supposed to show the inside of the block, so it looks like an embossed label. Then when you cut it all off, you get that. Kinda cool. I would have liked sort of a chemical area thing sign. Couldn't quite figure out what. We just roped it off. Yeah, we're going through stuff pretty fast. This guy, I think I threw 5. No, it's done. Processed all of that. What did I do for damage to my power? Yeah, this guy was full going into this. These guys have all given a bunch of energy upgrades because they were just. I'd get about 3 stacks in, and I would be out of power everywhere. This guy here is one of our first bottlenecks. Let's try the sword. Yeah. Have fun with that. These guys here, so a fully upgraded one of these will not keep this guy satisfied. It just won't. Like this thing here, we're not even at full power, to tell you the truth. We're at 5 speeds. Alright, let me throw a stack in here. Let's do that. Look. Comes through here, goes to there, gets over to there, starts spinning. One of these guys at 8 full speed upgrades won't keep this guy happy. And the next problem with that is that the slurry of the output doesn't go through any pipe. It just doesn't. I don't know if that was intentional. It doesn't go through tubes. It doesn't go through Mekanism pipes. I find it kind of odd. And all it really seems to do is you can directly output it into the injecting factory. The problem being that if you wanted to run one of these like top tier flat out all energy, like the 7 version of this, you'd probably have to go with 4 of these guys surrounding one of these. And now you have a problem, because that leaves you 2 faces. You have to input yeah, you can't do that, because this still needs an energy input, a hydrogen chloride input, and then an output. Now, someone told me that Ender IO pipes can handle multiple things. I would try that in creative before I tried it here, because this was enough of a pain in the butt. That was quick. This was enough of a pain in the butt to set up, right? Like if I had, yeah, I don't know, 2 again, okay. Feature. Yeah. Vendor IO can handle more than one thing at a time. Interesting. Then maybe I would, but like I said, I would have to try it in creative first. Now that's probably hadn't got all this stuff back. Yeah, I'd have to try it in creative first to see if I can do it, because the most you're going to get is 4 of these around one of those, and then I don't know how a maxed out one of these would run. Yeah, it seems like an odd, like maybe they didn't, I don't know. Mekanism is a really neat mod as far as ore processing. It just seems like, oh, what happened? We processed it all. It's all done. We sat here and yapped. Finished a stack of ore. It does it nice and quick. Yeah. There's the other problem. That power, eh? That power. And that doesn't include, you can see the brine. The brine visibly went down in that tank. Shot by Myco. Uses up quite a bit of sulfur. We're out of power over here. Probably because I didn't give this one I did give it a dedicated power cell. Why you have no... What the hell did I do here? I never ran power over here. I'm dumb. What the heck did I not do here? Power here. That might explain one of my problems. Give me a second. Okay, got those two wired up. Which means that even with all the other stuff, these were not included in the power drain. That's kind of a worry because that's some kind of important stuff up there. Yeah, it's toast. If this is empty, then the stuff over here is empty. Yeah, they're all flat. We go down here to... Hey, don't do that. Down here to the farm. Oop. I got a lot of lag here, probably because of the amount of stuff going through that pipe. So these should all be cranking out 640 because they're all topped out at 8 times eaten, which is kind of neat. I do like this ability with thermal expansion. Instead of just building more engines, you can just upgrade the snot out of them. They are going to completely swallow this drum, which is kind of to be expected. Yeah, they're drinking it pretty fast at 8 times speed. So as it stands, we're not keeping this thing satisfied. We just aren't. Make it day, baby. Thank you. You're awesome, Cuddles. So the solution to this is more power. And more power is right here. Pile of yellorium, bunch of junk. I tried the IO, the capacitor banks. They top out at per block less than thermal expansion, which is kind of unfortunate given the amount of work you have to do to make one of them. So we're going to use them mostly for decoration. I think the other neat part is that they you don't have to really configure them the way you do a thermal expansion energy cell, because each block or each connection counts as both an input and an output, which is kind of neat. It's sort of I don't even know how to put it. But I'm going to throw this thing together. This is going to be literally the basic reactor. But I'm going to try to make it fit in with the aesthetic around here. And hopefully, we've got here 5. Yeah, we're going 7 by 7, and I want to put it, let's see, put it in this corner. I may not have enough room for this. Definitely not, because I want to put stuff around it. So we're looking for an 11 by 11 footprint. And let me figure out where I want to put it. Well, the first problem is that wall's in a bad spot. Not quite sure how to deal with that, because that throws off a whole bunch of things here. But if anything's got to move, it's going to be that wall. Where's our center? Is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah. Center should be about here. How's that look? Centered enough? Yeah, centered enough. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is literally the first time I've ever built one of these in survival. I've had kind of some terrible experiences with reactors in survival. Well, with them being used to sabotage my spawn areas by certain people. Not going to say who. And I need one more glass. Thanks, because I almost had enough to do this. That's that part. I went and watched a few tutorials hither and yon on how to do this, and hopefully I'm doing it right. Gelid Cryothium is kind of a pain in the butt to make. I don't want to have to make any more. And it seemed like it was the most efficient. Like Enderium being, or Resonant Ender being next, which would be very easy to make given that we've got seeds to make the stuff. I always seem to have a problem figuring out where I've placed this stuff. Doesn't, the spots where it's still, it turns out that's where it's flowing, or where it's flowing it's still. Nope, don't do that. But I'm fairly certain I got enough. Get this thing all filled up and we'll be back. Okay, we got it all filled up. It's just a matter of topping it off, watching the Gelid Cryotheum make, and pow! It's a reactor. It's alive. Now I need, of course, I didn't bring any of my stuff over here today. Got a wrench on me? Nope. Come here. I need concrete with the consistency of soft cheese. Mine's almost as fast as friggin' netherrack. What's that? I will need you as an output. So you, I'm supposed to click you with a wrench, aren't I? Outlet mode. You hang on to that. You take that, and ba-da. And across your fingers. It's not exploding. Have any problems? Casing heat seems okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're making... Alright, we haven't exploded yet, so I'm assuming we've done this properly. Power tap here. Good. Why do things not stack? Seriously. I bet you I only made... Yeah, I only made 8 of you, didn't I? Which means you're not going to fit properly around this. That looks kind of cool, though, doesn't it? Should all count as one big block, pulling everything in. Now I get to run a trench from here to there. Or build one more of those. Just have a nice, you know, so it doesn't look stupid. Alright, so this thing, got to run all the way over there. And one important part is that we're disengaged this whole system. So this here, this line here will run off of... Yeah, there should be no cross connection here. All this stuff here will run off of the power plant. And then all of this... Ooh, yeah, I'll have to pull that out too, won't I? Went and made a bunch of these guys. Oh, really? Why are you like this? Because I broke that. Dang it, Carpenter's Doors, why are you like this? Now what? Seriously? Ah, oh, no. God damn it. Okay, quick primer on how Carpenter's garage doors are a complete pain in the butt. So the nice thing about these guys is that you can, you know, give them whatever skin you want. And they look cool. If you wanted to, you could go with multiple colors and blocks, because each chunk of it is its own thing. And you just sit here and right click on the block until you get to about there. Yeah. Because I think something about the way the door is handled is kept in these 3 blocks. So you notice if we can't... Yeah. Because Carpenter's Door is a butt. Once I get done destroying my own building here. It also won't let you build... If you break the block below the door, you suddenly can't place doors anymore. But what you can do is this. Rebuild your door. Make sure it's one wider than you need it, because now we can place there. Make sure you don't click on it twice. Okay, really? You know what, doors? Screw you. I will come back to you later. As you can see, every now and then, we've cheated the lighting in. I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of the torches in areas where construction is essentially finished. And capacitor bank. We're at 40. Power's flat out. Do we miss a connection somewhere? No, we should be hooked up. Check out here. Alright, cool. So we're just, we're all hooked up. Now to see how well it handles load. Let's grab 5 of these. We'll probably run out of brine before we even finish them. Something will pile up, guaranteed. You, and I only had 3 input inventory slots. 4 or 5. Okay. That's through there, that's through there. I'm worried about this. I knew that was going to happen. This thing's got a higher load than the cell will spit out. I mean, you're going to be the same way, aren't you? Either that or I can't. Well, how's it look out here? How are we doing for... Wow, we're not even touching that. Huh, that's cool. How are you doing? You're not bad. Should have spit out a cyanite. Yeah. To pull out a bunch of this wire too, I guess. Let's check all of these guys. Because they gave them all their own independent power supply. You are fading. You are fading. Probably because you are... Now the question of in-out? Are you just pulling more than we're using? Using... I don't know how to read that. Is you pulling more than I can either get out, or... Got her hooked up. Missed one somewhere. There you are. There's the draw for the plant. This causes a slight problem. So the entire plant draws 19,500 RF per tick. This guy out here is only making 75. Looks like we've got a long way to go to keeping this beast happy. I'm gonna rip out all this cord. I gotta sleep so the rain goes away. And next episode, we'll see what we can do about solving this problem. I'll see you guys later.